Yeah, it's Sick One Productions. Twitch is Sickrick13. Google is Sick One Productions. Fucking, you can see a lot of my fucking work on that. I got like 500,000, like 400 something thousand views. Restaurant reviewer. Okay, how to. What's that? What mixes? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, if you don't like it, of course. Uh, Dude, I just started like catalog is freaking basically empty. It took me like 2 years of studying freaking because you basically got to become an audio engineer to fucking know how to hook it all up, diagnose it, get all the freaking DAW, talking to every one of your different devices. I run Studio 8 Pro Personas, and I run Ableton, Melodyne, uh, for video, Premiere Pro, and Photoshop and shit. But I don't really. I like working with raw photography. Like I don't like editing it at all. I like catching natural light and landscapes. That's my favorite. Now, of course, I can do whatever, but I like wildlife photography. Dude, I've got a freaking submarine with an 8K camera that'll go 325 feet, and it's got a robot arm that'll pick something up off the bottom. I don't know what the hell we're doing, bro. I've never played this. If somebody's coming after me, I hear gunshots. I got a bazooka. Yeah, fucking Duke Nukem 3D. I'm a fucking blast if I see motherfuckers.
I am
Okay.
expecting my
Oh,
PC.
that's you. Hey, no, no, oh, cocksucker. I thought that was you. Nope, Clout the boss got me. Can you hear me right now? Clout the boss. I wish you could hear me in proximity chat there, you mother. You. I'm not gonna get myself freaking a strike on YouTube tonight. It's okay. I haven't streamed in a long time. I don't need to start off doing that shit. No. You have to have consent from, yeah, it's at least a good privacy feature that they put in, right? That you gotta freaking, for your team to be a part of it, you gotta get consent from them. Well, YouTube, you gotta watch what you say in general a lot more than Twitch because more people are watching moderators, but I've got my shit set to mature, so I know I get a lot more viewers if I had it set otherwise, but probably not many, dude. I haven't freaking. I went ghost for like a long time, bro. Something changed in my life where I went from freaking being an 80-hour work week garbage man to now I own my own production studio. My wife, my wife runs her merch business. Decals, shirts, cups. She likes that shit. Uh, yeah, the shit from my childhood. I don't know how they knew. I got a call out of the day one day. I was planning on driving my truck off a cliff, literally. I had really good, life insurance. set my family up and got this phone call, and next thing I know, a couple of years later, therapy, freaking, I don't know. Maybe I got a future. I'm gonna try. I never thought about one before. My plan was always to get some kind of good insurance and try to make it look like an accident, that way your family doesn't have to deal with. The first time I did it, my mom was watching. I didn't know that shit. I felt really bad after I found out. Because I got a son, I would not like to see him pew-pew himself in the head. But it seemed like a good idea at the time, I guess. Drugs are bad. Alcohol's bad. Okay, it's bad, okay? It's good, okay, if you just do a little, okay, they get a little loose, okay? But, too much is bad, okay? You gotta get consent, okay? Nah, my freaking dumbass, dude, literally 3 minutes before I crashed, thought went through my mind I need to call my old lady for a ride. Because it was a Duke 890R, also had an Air Pokovich exhaust on it and tuned. So I don't know if you know what that is, but that bike would literally keep up with my Hellcat that was stage one, running 1,025 horsepower. Yeah, 0 to 100, freaking it would keep up with it. If you could keep the front wheel on the ground. But anyway, brother, long story short, I was out on business and I had a freaking ingrown nail start just fester up in the middle of the ride, bro. So I had to take off my glove and I'm sitting there riding this bike with freaking three fingers. And, bad idea. When I stopped for gas, I was like 5 miles from home. I was like, man, I should call my old lady. I need a ride. And it's like, and now I'm only 3 miles. Click a selfie. 3 miles later, I'm slowing down for the stop sign or stoplight. My bad, right by the fire department. I hit a little bit of freaking like loose dirt gravel. It kind of like it made the bike do a little shifty. So it closed my hand, which normally would be fine, right? But with that nail snap reaction, bro, I just yanked the throttle. And that is a no on that bike. First gear, 4 miles an hour, you do not full throttle. It could have been a death sentence. Oh, dude, and that's what I'm dreading because I can't skateboard no more, obviously. I got freaking 16 screws and plates in my leg and I'm animaled. But I got longboards that now you just scared me, bro. No, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm still getting a longboard, dude. I'm just saying. Freaking, it made me cringe because I'm fucking still. I just learned how to walk a week ago. Ooh, were you good? No, I mean, were you like good when you were a skater? Or are you still a skater currently? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Ooh, mountain biking's cool, bro. That takes some balls and some skills. Hell yeah. Like, could you like do those like tail whip things or no? Just no shit, dude. That's always been fascinating to me. To freaking, I never had the balls to do that. I suppose I could have. I did a backflip on a BMX. Yeah, I was a pretty wicked skater. I skated for several years. I was sponsored. If I didn't meet my ex-wife, I think I would have been able to go pro. Just a skate shop, but I was skating with some guys from Birdhouse that ended up going pro, and like, yeah, man, my ex-wife's pussy wasn't that great at the time. I thought so though. Stopped skating. Yeah, dude, and then they got to where, well, like they're popping in like in some scenes, like the skater scene, like hated the dudes. Like I was friendly with everybody. I don't care if rollerblade your thing. I thought some of the tricks they did were fucking banging. It took balls and skill. Yeah. Holy shit. Nice. Like one of the pros I skated with, Andrew Reynolds. I personally skated with him a few times. Uh, Way back in the day at Miami U in Fort Lauderdale. Uh, I got to skate with the entire blind skate team, but that was just a little pro demo at the skate shop that sponsored me. So it was like Ray Barbie, Rodney Mullen, all those old dudes. Uh, uh, I think he originally was, but I don't think he was on it for long. And then it created a toy machine. Yeah, I like the Alien Workshop boards. What what's that? Yes, Robert Dyrdek. And he didn't he have shorty trucks, or did he just tag up with them? I think he had them. I think he bought them. I know when he made Etnies, man. Etnies were the shit. I love me a pair of Etnies, bro. I swear they made me skate better. Ah, Chad Muska is one of my favorite freaking skaters, bro, of all time. But I think freaking Jamie Thomas got to take him, man. He just goes so big. Yeah, dude, it's amazing that freaking he's old and fat and fucking skating. I'd gotten good and fat fucking before my accident. Now I got a six pack again. I shed off 45 pounds. Well, I had to, dude. Freaking, like, oh my god, you use so much freaking core strength when you can't freaking. It killed me the freaking first. Oh god. Reading the report made me cry when I freaking heard what I did to it. The medical report, like pulverized the meniscus, tore off both tendons. There's a free floating piece of the tibia bone next to a free floating piece of the patella bone. Oh, it's gnarly, bro. But like it's amazing how the human mind works, bro. Because when it happened, it went into slow motion for me. I knew it the second that it smashed. I'm like, there goes my tibia patella. I'm like, please let that be the worst of the damage. And then my head hit the ground backwards because I like just buckled, uh, bounced up, and I could feel myself getting chewed up on my leg. So I knew I had on a protective jacket. I had on my leather armor jacket. So I like kind of got up on my elbows to try to mitigate the chewing me up. Once I finally stopped sliding, which I prayed for, which felt like forever, I tried to walk even though I knew it was broke. Cause I had to go out into the middle of the road and grab my fucking camera bag was out in the middle of the road. I had to get that fucker. I didn't care if I broke the other leg. That's my fucking life in that motherfucker. Well, you know what I mean. It's my livelihood. The music production's fun. The freaking camera work is what money is. But yeah, I had what I called the murder me chain, and I had a change of heart a couple of weeks ago. I really it was after I bought the first ball python and learned that there were morphs by buying the banana. It was a banana pastel. I'm like, what the fuck is that little thing? And they're like, oh, that's a ball python. I'm like, that's not a fucking ball python. Sure enough is. Oh, dude, I've got some really wild shit now. It's not a banana. They got a banana pastel and what is it? Like a Colombian rainbow boa? I wonder what other things have banana. I don't, because that was a really major breakthrough. And I mean, boas, it's definitely possible because boas got a lot of morphs very similar to pythons. I'm breeding them too. The only difference with them is they give live birth and they're more bitey. Yeah, they're not chill like a ball. I mean, they're cool with you. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're not like evil, but they're they're bitey. Yeah, that's what I like too. Is that they don't get that big. Although my female Mojave's fucking for somebody that like has never really handled many snakes, she seems pretty big to me. I've always loved reptiles, bro. I grew up in South Florida, fucking with the gators, cottonmouths, other snakes. Uh, I just hadn't had one in many, many years because my wives weren't with it. I've basically been married my fucking whole adult life, only to two women, but if I wasn't in prison, I was basically married. Oh, I love being married, dude. My wife's my princess, bro. That girl is ride or die. She has got my back, and she fucking sucks a mean dick. Yeah, they gotta be able to suck and fuck. Otherwise, you can't marry him, bro. Now, 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 you don't want them to be so good that you gotta question how the fuck did you get this good, bitch. But if you train them properly, and they train you for what you got to do with the woman in the relationship or the man and the woman. What I found is you got to find a crazy that matches your crazy. We're all crazy. Yeah, face it, brother. We're all crazy. Uh, and to say that you're not really means you fucking are. So get a girl that matches your crazy. Always be honest. And honesty and communication, and your relationship will last a lifetime. I've only got one unbreakable rule: keep cocks out of your pants, and I'll keep my dick out of pussies. If I want pussy, she will literally give me pussy anytime I tell her, even if she don't feel good. She gonna give me that pussy. She's my wife. She knows it's her job. She doesn't want me to go get it from somebody else. Now, of course, I don't take advantage of that. I don't like, oh, you got the flu, come over here and fucking. Yeah, I'm not an asshole. Not always. How long were you married for before? Oh, nice, bro. How long were you with her? High school sweethearts? Yeah, that was my first wife, my first ex-wife. Oh, that bitch tried to reconnect with me when I got out of prison. I said, no, you fucking keep that, you fucking dirty fucking lying fucking manipulative whore. She did have some really good pussy. Oh my god. And she was a squirter. Hot little Italian. Now my princess is my Amazon. I don't even know how to play it. I'm gonna fucking run and grab a snake fucking real quick and get a drink. The freaking I don't gotta get off of my headset. The fucking snakes are in the studio. Well, they're in the closet. Yeah, there's a walk-in closet, and I have it set up. It's easier to keep it, the humidity and the heat. It's a closet is relative speaking when you're at my house, bro. The compound is fucking quite large. I'd say it's not a house; it's a McMansion. This house is the biggest house in fucking probably this fucking city. It's not a very big city. It's a little town called Lake City, just outside of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yeah, it's for sale, bro. I'm getting back down to Florida, dude. I need to get to the clear water with my boat and my freaking submarine. And plus, my photography and everything will be like everything is better down in freaking away from this area, dude. Myrtle Beach. Did you see the fucking the nice little festivals going on? Without me, getting myself in kind of trouble on my fucking channel, the EBT community was having just a grand old time. The cops down there are of the corruptest sort. Which, I mean, I don't know, fucking, maybe I would be too if I had to deal with those fucks all the time. But they certainly are corrupt. I filmed it. I've got freaking clips of it. EBT community? The YNs, bro. Oh, okay. You know how I'm a cracker? What's the counterpart? That I'll actually get strucken for saying the fucking word. Will I actually? No, I'm allowed to say it, right? Nigger. Nigger. My niggas. Some people that you don't want to try is my niggas. Some people that is really do but die is my niggas. Them niggas is hood. They know how to get it back in the woods. I grew up in Margate, dog. I grew up thug life, bro. Fucking, there was no such thing as racism when I grew up, bro. No, I grew up in Margate Pompano. They bust in all. I was the minority. No, the EBT community, dog. Letitia, that fucking when she gets pulled over for a goddamn traffic stop, I ain't do nothing. No, bitch, you didn't spit on the cop. You didn't fucking tell him to eat your fucking giant overweight fucking stank twat. You fucking filth monger. They just don't know how to behave, bro. It's not their fault. Like literally, fucking, you know that they fucking that they literally changed the standard deviation of the IQ by fucking over 15 points, so that we do not deem all black people as retards. Yeah, true story. If you're sub of the Saharan, you are 93 to 99% likelier to be a half a retard. And it's just a fact. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't fucking make it so. It doesn't mean we can't be friends. Not everybody has to be able to do fucking long division. Calculus isn't for everybody. I love everybody. I go on the impression of I am an equal opportunity asshole, is what I call myself. If you do not wrong me personally or my family, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? I give everybody a shot. Why not? How am I going to judge somebody that I haven't met? Now, I guess in extreme circumstances, if you know a group of people that are saying somebody is a real piece of shit, maybe you can listen to that one, sure. But aside from a situation like that, I mean, who did I vote for? I'm a convicted felon, brother. I'm a convicted felon. I can't vote. Dude, and like, I probably would have voted for Trump because fucking God forbid the other one, dude. Lesser of two evils. Do I like either of them? No. Are there some things that Trump has done that are okay in my opinion? Sure. But like he's done a lot of fucking they're politicians, bro. They're all pieces of shit. Fucking there's not really much difference between the Democratic and fucking Republican parties. They all have the same freaking people pulling the strings, paying their shit. Let's be realistic. I mean, let's be realistic, dude. Anybody that is freaking like, oh well, I just like this person. No, I want to listen to what the fuck they gotta say, and then I'm gonna base my fucking opinion after that. And guess what? I don't always have to agree with somebody to be friends with them. We just won't talk about that subject. How's that? You know? Is like, can't we all just get back to that shit? Let's find the freaking thing that commonly bonds us. Oh, you like Nirvana too? Let's fucking jam some Teen Spirit. Snoop Dogg? Yeah, I like Dr. Dre. Let's throw the Chronic on. Like longboarding? Let's go longboarding. Worst case scenario, speed wobble, and I get fucking road rash real bad. Who knows? Local H. No, sir. Where are they out of? I don't listen to much mainstream right now. Oh, from the 90s? Holy shit. Yeah, back then, dude, I was, sorry to say it, freaking, I might as well have been a freaking nigga. Cause my niggas and me, we ran them streets, and, oh, you didn't want to find us. We weren't nothing to, like, it didn't start off that way. It started off getting freaking bullied fucking, and then I don't know, it just turned to that. You get really good at something, and that's the one thing you're the best at, and you go out and you do it a lot, right? We ran, we ran from freaking from Cathedral. Actually, we ran from Royal Palm Beach Boulevard down to 441 in Atlantic at the movie theater. That was our territory. 64th Way and the Jack Boys. At first we were enemies, and then we collabed after freaking we were about to have a giant fight. Dude, that shit would have been crazy too, bro, if all those people had fought. Oh my god. There was like, dude, I'm not lying, there was like freaking 65, 70 kids. I had like 25, 30 with me. He had like 25, 30 with him. It was gonna go down, son. Cops got wind of it and they came in freaking blazing lights, glory. And like freaking, thank God, man, because some of the opposing team had bats and guns and shit. Like, I didn't bring no bats and guns and shit. But after that, we became friends. Squash the beef, as they call it. You know, why oppose each other when we can freaking... You guys had Southeast Margate, and we had the other side, so... It made logical sense. No, I'm in GTA with you guys getting killed. I've never played it, bro. I suck so bad. Yes, sir. You're on what? Oh no, I think I'm on. Well, am I on a PS5 or? Let me back out and see, dude. I don't know nothing about this. Well, knowing my son, bro, freaking, he steals all my freaking in-game currency. So if it's there to buy, he would do it. Yeah, V5. Let's see. Go to home. How do I change the version? Because I had like 6 versions of it. Yeah, I ain't really playing anyway. I'm freaking working on the fucking studio. I gotta get this shit done. Clients coming. I am running the PreSonus Quantum Thunderbolt as my main interface. I also have the Studio Arc 8 that I like a lot because, it's not your standard regular audio interface. It's more like analog, but I'm old. I like analog. And it's portable. Take it on the road with you. Uh, I love my freaking PreSonus Fader Port 8. Dude, that thing changes the game, brother. Like when it comes, uh, I run all my DAWs digital compressors through it, adjust all levels with it and everything. I try to keep everything at like, hold on, let me get in here and see. I'm so high right now, dude. I'm not used to freaking smoking Escobar joints, but I had to stop taking the painkillers. They had me on them for 3 months, bro. 3 months on those fucking pain pills, dude. No, fucking Percocets. Dude, I was so addicted to those things fucking back in the damn day. Like, those motherfuckers ruined my life fucking for a good portion of it. Fucking the doctor's fault. I needed back surgery and he fucking just kept on pumping me full of fucking more perks. I didn't know he was a freaking pill mill. But it's over now. I only smoke weed. Dude, the other shit that's fucking diabolical, that's fucking legal, is that fucking kratom shit and the 7 tabs. Dude, advise anybody that you know to stay the fuck away, bro. That shit is stronger than fucking the actual fucking dope that the doctor gives you. Oh yeah, a particular brand called 7 tab 30 milligram. It's like a Roxy 30. No difference. Yeah, bro. It was like it's seriously that strong. It's as strong as taking a fucking Roxy 30. And they sell it at fucking almost every gas station and every fucking head shop in town. It's disgusting. And now they came out with 60 milligram ones. Thank God I quit before they came out with those. How is it legal? Well, it's not in some states. You know that a few months back there was a giant drug bust in fucking South Florida, and what it was actually kratom that the guy was synthesizing into the Magentan 7. But they were, since he had all the equipment and stuff, they were able to charge him per weight with even the kratom powder as my Junction 7. Actual kratom is in the coffee family. It's really not that bad for you. People have been chewing on it medicinally over there in Malaysia for years. The new stuff that they're synthesizing and making with it, that is what's bad news. Yeah, man. Dude, yeah, dude, I watch it destroy people's lives. Actively. But, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Yeah, write a letter to your congressman. I don't know. Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck as long as you don't bring it to my property. You bring it to my property, FAFO, motherfucker. We don't call the law. You can't hear no screaming. And yes, I do own a backhoe. And I know how to operate it. Because it's a hard knock life for us. Damn, so y'all are so young, man. Y'all are babies, dog. Y'all got the world by the balls right now, man. Hell yeah, brother. And what do you do for a living? Is what? Oh, okay. Like fire protecting buildings and stuff with that type of material and shit. Ooh, okay, cool. Like that shit that's fucking sends like carbon and shit, like whatever it is that smothers it, whatever type of fire it is. Ooh, Hematron. What's Hematron? That sounds cool. Okay, I know what Halon is. Okay. Okay. Nice. So if I go out there to my boat right now, it's probably a Halatron. Oh, that'd just be an ABC? Okay. It's the little miniature ones on the boat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if I'd went 1 foot bigger, I would have had to have gotten another size up. Oh, you mean the fire extinguisher? I was about to say, I got a Bayliner trophy. Tell me like that, and it fucking mattered. Sorry about that. Yeah, actually, I need to freaking get on the ball and freaking I paid for the college course for that. I need to get my freaking captain's license. And I need to go register with the FAA and get my drone pilot license. I've already studied for that part 107. Like if you get caught making any money and you don't have it, they're gonna really fucking. And right now they're really cracking down, man. They're shutting down airspaces all over the place and making it fucking. They're making it a pain in the ass to fucking fly drones anymore. But I've got a couple of badass ones that I love. Yeah, I don't. Now, I do not own one of those. I think I'm going to get one just to play with. Like, I think I want to get the DJI Avita just to play with it. It's an FPV one. But, nah, I run cinema drones. I got the Mavic 3 Pro Cinema Edition and uh, the Mini 5 Pro. Dude, that little drone, as long as it's not super windy out, bro, you can literally take that thing and surveil a 5 mile area and have freaking live video feed. The Mavic 3, even though it's bigger and faster, it's got better video, so you're not getting as far of a transmission. You can still pilot at 5 miles out, but you're going to lose your live video at about 2.5, 3. But they run really expensive Hasselblad lens cameras. Uh, it's just in your settings, yeah. Just like the little tornado spiral and everything, in the return home function. Uh, most all of them have it now, dude. Most all of them have a freaking camera built in. Uh, have you ever flown them? Okay, so don't go spend a whole lot of money. I advise the brand either Ruko or this one that I just bought my son for his 8th birthday. Let me see. I'm gonna go tell you what the name of it is. It was like 500, 550. It'll stay in the air for 45 minutes because it comes with 3 battery packs. It's like a little knockoff of the mini Mavic Pro. It doesn't require registration because it's under freaking 250 grams. But it has a really nice camera, and it'll do about it's got about a 5 mile range. Fuck me, Freddy. I don't know where the hell I put it up here. Anyway, it's a Conexco. It's at Best Buy. When I sell my house and I move to Florida, I'm gonna have freaking disposable income again. Like a dummy, don't buy a house in cash, guys. It's not a good idea. Especially not when it's a freaking $590,000 house. They raped me on the freaking taxes. But I knew I was gonna piss away the money, so it was actually a very good investment. Real estate doesn't go down in value. But boy, did I have fun pissing away that money, dude. Me, my wife, and my son, we live like goddamn rock stars. And plus, I'm confident that I invested into the right things, that I start hustling now. You know, I went 12 years without talking to nobody because when I shot my freaking self, dude, it freaking blew all my teeth out. So I just didn't talk to nobody, dude, because I looked like a freak. If I didn't have to speak, I didn't speak. Now, boy, I got me a fucking $100,000 smile. So you damn right I be talking my shit everywhere. I went down to Meisner Park to this dental place called Dun and One, and I got me a fucking perfect pair of pearly whites. It hurt so bad. Oh my god. Dental implants is not for the faint-hearted. Like, dude, like the third day of it after the surgery, I don't give a shit, dude. The freaking painkillers or not, you're gonna be laying in a corner crying. Yeah, I got it from me, got it from my wife too, just 'cause she wanted it. Yeah, life is crazy now, man. I try to help people as much as I can. Usually get fucked over, by the way, gentlemen. Get used to getting fucked over in your life, alright? The nicer you are, it seems the more people want to fuck you over. They mistake kindness for weakness. But my philosophy on it is I don't let it jade me. I don't know what they've been through, and it's easy for me to write your name in a book, close the book, and just be done with you. I'm not gonna waste time and energy on somebody that, you know, I like positive vibes around me. I I've dealt with enough negative. Still can't figure out what the positive vibe was and needing to bust my leg to pieces. Trying to figure out what the grand plan of that was. Well, that's it. And I got to get a snake. And my old lady probably, dude, my old lady would have probably punched me in the face had I come home with the snake, had I not hobbled home with it. Like, serious, dude. And she's my Amazon. She's big. It'd hurt. I'd fuck her up when I got a hold of her, but if she stuck and moved, it'd hurt. Dude, I'm wondering if you guys had a brand new Logic G29 with the racing chair almost, I'd say, 96% built, would you finish building it and ride it? Just leave it there to sit for another couple months? No, that is not happening. Eventually I will. I gave away today for $250 a $1,600 and something dollar racing suit. Well, the dude promised me, like, he'd given me a good deal on my wife's bike. They tried to fuck me on mine, so I told them, fuck you, I'll just go sell it on my own. But I knew they were going to try that because it had been in an accident. Blah, blah, blah. But a kid was my size. He was 24. He has a bike. And I'm like, is it going to be for it? I'm like, dude, if you want it for you, I'll bless you. He's like, what's blessing, man? I'm broke. I'm like, you know how much it costs? I'm like, I'll give it to you for 250. It was never worn. I never got a chance to wear it. I got fat, bro. And then when I started getting skinny again, before I got a chance to ride it, I broke my leg. Yeah, and freaking crazy shit happened last year. Some black lady breaks down outside of our house, pops a tire, right? Leaves the truck out there for 6 hours. So my old lady's like, I think I don't know if she's coming back or not. I think she's gonna. I'm like, babe, she's having a fuck my life day. You know? I've been there. I looked at the rest of the tires. They were all bald. And it was like freaking a 98 Explorer with, rust and rust color. All right. So I took my tractor, I lifted it up, I took the tire off, went up, had a new one put on it, and I paid for three more because in my eyes, like at that point, A, it wasn't gonna hurt me financially, and then B, if I had left it in the condition that it was, and I seen her rolled over in a ditch 2 days later, and knew that it only had costed me a couple dollars to prevent that, you know, I don't know. I got a conscience like that, even for shit that I didn't do, or I guess empathy is what you would call it. I guess.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but it is when you freaking let people take advantage constant.
Mm.
Especially, it didn't really affect me much back when I was a garbage man, but now that I'm trying to run my own company, it does. That's why I never took any management roles because I didn't fucking want them. I didn't, I don't like to be the bad guy. I don't want confrontation. I know how to use my words now, but back in the day, there was no such thing as using words. And I really preferred it that way. It was a lot easier, simpler. But grown-ups must keep their hands to themselves.
Supposedly.
Well, unless it's consensual fun. Yeah, yeah, keep your hands to yourselves. Although, hey, I am also self-defense is perfectly fine. If a woman wants to act like a man and tries to punch you in the bar, getting punched by anybody hurts. So I would advise to knock the bitch out. But that's just me. Or at least grab her and choke her really good so that she knows. Do it with enough authority that she knows what would happen if you continued. I think it sends a clear message. And luckily for anybody listening and I've never had to send a message to my wife or any partner I've ever been with. Thank you, God. Nah, I condone self-defense, but I don't condone mindless violence. I think if you can talk your way out of it, do it. Don't let your ego, like anybody can say anything they want to me about me. Now, my wife and my child, that's another story. And when I was in prison, that was another story, dude. Yeah, that was the only bad thing about like you said, college, bro. Yeah, it was like college, but like if somebody scuffed your shoe on accident, you had to fight them if they didn't apologize. If they apologize right away, you're cool. But if they don't, and the dorm scene, now you have to fight them over something that stupid. Oh, dude, you know who I got to meet that was cool? It was like semi-famous. Y'all know anything about wrestling in the 90s?
Yep.
Remember Doink the Clown? Fuck. I got to meet Doink the Clown. He was in with me for a few months. Uh, I think he was in there for some kind of freaking sexual charges, like a statutory. Yeah, I don't. I agree with them, and I don't. Like, it depends on the age gap. Right, exactly, right? Ones that look like they're freaking 23, fucking, and lie with fake IDs. Well, actually, let's be honest. How many IDs have you ever pulled before you stuck your cock in a cunt? I'm 45. I haven't done it once. Oh, really? I never really had to deal with that experience, but like I was never really with many chicks. I felt no need. Once they let me finger them, like after a day or so of knowing them, I was like, man, you're a pig. So I was selective with what I dipped my stick in. I don't believe in paying to see a bitch naked. Porn is free. So I've never been to a strip. Well, I've been to a strip club one time, and I didn't enjoy it. Oh no, she put her titties in my face and rubbed on and lap danced and all that, but nah, it wasn't. Dude, I got way better stuff to spend my money on. I can't talk a bitch into any of that. What do you? If you can't talk a bitch into anything and you can get at the strip club, then you got no game and fucking okay. Well, go ahead and simp and do it. That's how OnlyFans exists. If not, like a fucking OnlyFans. I'm gonna pay a bitch on the internet to fucking bitch if I want to see freaking three dogs and two Mexicans fucking hop up with a fucking midget and fuck a bitch. I can type it in and see it. I'm gonna pay you to fucking stick a banana where? Fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking twat. But hey, more power to them. They found a freaking niche and they went for it, right? You can't hate them. I just would never fucking. They're useless now to me. I could never fuck them. Could you fucking like, hey dad, this is my girlfriend. Look, I thought she was. Oh, my friend started dating one the other day. Thank God it didn't last long because he opened up the conversation to me with, dude, sick. I thought she was out of my league, man. And then I had only bought one item from her. I'm like, what? Wait, I said bought it. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? He's like, oh, she's the only fan, but she didn't want to do it. She had to do it. I said, oh my god, oh my god. I said, how many of these fucking whores do you fucking think tell a fucking potential fucking boyfriend of theirs that they just love to go fucking shake their twat fucking for a living on that camera and fucking bottle their farts? you know? And he's like, baby, you gotta put. I said, so please don't ever fucking put OnlyFan and out of your league. I said, if they're an OnlyFan, they're not out of anybody's league. They will do anything for a fucking dollar. My wife's sister's like that. Oh no, dude, she seriously, bro, she fucking got, she brought this dude named Blake that it introduced as a oil rig captain, right? Yeah, oil rig captain. That's what he told her he was. That's his persona, right? He's an oil rig captain. Well, she doesn't know that. She's a dumb twat. She's a fucking one of those people that has the massage uh, table in her chair and goes from hotel room to hotel room, sucking and fucking. Okay, so long story short, with her, she needs oil rig captain there, who is blowing through his retirement at an alarming rate. She lets him legitimize her daughter. Now I don't know if you know what that is, but if nobody's there at the signing of a birth certificate, all right, you can, and there's no contesting, you can do what's called a legitimization and say, I just wasn't able to be there, but that's my child. So now legally, you just adopted that kid without adopting him. That child is legally yours. She gave him her daughter, thinking that he's an oil rig captain. Because, dude, he's taking her to Barbados. It's going on for about 4 to 6 months now. And by the way, Blake is the ugliest motherfucker alive. Dude. You see the thing from Final Four? The thing, that rock monster thing from fucking the superhero movie. Yeah, just like that, but just pockmarked, heavy and everything. Old, doesn't know how to cook. The Thanksgiving turkey that he deep fried was soggy, and I couldn't eat it. He was not witty. He was not funny, so he did not have like a charming personality. But he fucked that young blonde. He fucked the shit out of her and busted who knows how many nuts on her face. I would have busted as many nuts on her face as I could personally if I were him, and I'm sure he did. He blew his retirement in 6 months. And the day that she found out he was not an oil rig king captain, the day she stole $10,000 worth of checks with him, took every sheet out of the house, every linen, and freaking left the very fucking day. And then she moved on to a golf guy and another guy and another guy and another guy. And one guy killed himself. And she's good looking, or she was back in the day. Now she's older, so I'm sure she's lost it. But and I'm sure she can fucking suck a golf ball through a garden hose. I guarantee you she could deep throat a dick. But dude, she let Blake fuck her. And legitimize her. Dude, if you've seen Blake, bro, you know what I'm talking about. Blake was so happy with himself. That was the best retirement he ever had, dude. Dude, he was so happy for like probably there's so many people out there that'll tell, "Oh man, you're so stupid. You could have had a." He's like, "I am fucking the ugliest fuck in the world. I've never had a good piece of ass, and I fucked that little 20-year-old when I was fucking 63 for fucking 6 months. I nutted on her face. She let me do whatever the fuck I wanted to her. I think he spent his money wisely. If I was that pathetic in that situation, I could think of worse ways to spend my money.
Okay.
Why is your name Blake? Just brought shame to the name Blake. Dude, I mean, if there was anything admirable about the guy to say, I would, dude. I try to give everybody, you know, a leg up. Glass is fucking half full, right? But no, not that guy, man. He was just the ugliest motherfucker I ever seen in my life. and, and she let him fuck the shit out of her away for months to legitimize her daughter, only to leave the day she found out he wasn't. The second she found out he wasn't an oil rig captain, in fact. And she freaking embezzled from him and stole from him and fucking. Oh my god. Still. But what do you mean? He took her to court, tried to get some of the recoup some of it back and everything, but oh, he worked out. He worked out on an oil rig. He was just a worker. He blew through his fucking entire goddamn retirement. So he probably blew through like, cause like I've worked with people at factories that have been there freaking for a long time and make decent money. He probably had like 700, $800,000 that he blew through. But I guarantee you, he did every nasty thing that you can think of to that whore. I would have. So why not him? She fucks girls too. So he was getting threesomes. Like, dude, he was having the time of his life. Like when I tell you the ugliest fuck in the world, bro. Like, you ever see Thousand Pound Sisters? He would have had to sweet talk one of them into making out with him. How's that? Yeah, he would have had to been really nice to one of them, telling them they're pretty and stroking their fat and everything to try to get a kiss. And he was fucking a hot 20-year-old for 6 months and nutting on her face and fucking her friends and yeah, great investment. Oh, but my first wife was hot. My wife now is hot, and we've been together. My wife now, me and her, we've been together for a little over 10, married for 9. Our son just turned 8. Riker? Nah, I like it. Yeah,
What's a weird
R-Y-K here. Riker Mason here. Fucking kid's a genius. And I'm not saying that just because he's like my kid, he's literally a fucking genius. It's kind of annoying.
what is considered a weird name?
There's weird names. Amalgamation is a name. Holy, yeah. Ezekiel. Like fucking how about Toshanda, Josiah, Jamal, Muhammad.
Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, he's funny.
Hey man, I was gonna say some of them are cool as shit, dude. You can base or looking at them, dude. Like you can't base nobody until you need them. How do you do that?
I didn't fucking.
Right? Because they were respectful with it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, hey,
Work
oh shit, his name is.
nice. Yeah, they're just like us. They just don't like swine, and their IQs are lower usually. Proven fact. Sub of the Saharan, you got a lower IQ. Hey, my snakes have lower IQs. They're from Sub-Sahara, but I love the same. But no, my son's an actual freaking. It's he's too smart for his own good.
Oh shit.
Mm, he got 100 on. He since he started school, he hasn't got less than 100 on anything. They call him the tech guru. He can freaking hack into our phones. He will fucking him and his little fucking demon crew of 8-year-olds will fucking slaughter a fucking team of grown men with some minor coaching. They were just little kill machines until I freaking trained them. But they couldn't win the battles. They couldn't, pull off the dub. But after I organized them, now they pull off dubs. But man, he freaking I can't stream with him, bro, because he can't stop cussing and screaming. It's a byproduct of the freaking ADHD. What are you gonna do? Daddy's got it too. I used to break controllers when I was a kid, so at least he's not breaking controllers. Sticks and stones break my bones. Words will never hurt me. I don't really. It pisses his mom off, but as long as he doesn't do it in front of her, I don't really give a fuck. And don't embarrass me in public, you know. You ain't pissing me, man. Go make me a martini. Shaken, not stirred, asshole. I could tell. Did you fucking put a lime?
Oh Jesus. You gotta shake that shit.
Yeah, shake it. Shake, 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 shake that thing. Damn, man, I got way too much work to do up here, dog. I gotta go fucking hire a fucking meth head or something. After I get, uh, you got a platform that you can freaking view? Discord, anything? Uh, well, I don't have fucking photos of it right now. I have got 80 something, 90 something $1,000 worth of electronics that are in semi state setup. So you know what I'm saying? So like, I've just got, it's like a tornado went off and wires are everywhere.
Really, really?
Uh, Drums and saxophone. And for my artists, and I'm gonna try to learn to play the guitar. So I got a couple of guitars, but uh, just Gibson acoustics.
Oh, okay. What models?
Let me go look outside. I can tell you. And that little MIDI guitar that I just bought that's actually got steel strings and is super badass. Yeah, I really like that little fucker. Anything, anything. I'm best at rap, but I also, I know where my voice is, so I can do a lot of rock songs quite well, country. But for other people, I don't care what it is. If you know what I'm saying, you're into it. If you want me to produce the beat, I can. If you want to just bring one of those free. Now, I always advise, like, when people are sitting there saying, oh, well, it says royalty free. No, it says not, but it's not. You need to let me at least tweak it enough to where they can't copyright you later and come after a check. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the situation, how much work's going in, what it is, what my affiliation would have to be or would not have to be.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm gonna want my fucking producer credit, especially if I'm making the beat. Now, if it's just something that I'm altering a couple of notes, if I think it's gonna really pop off, and I know that it's gonna pop off because of my equipment, because that's a big thing. Like, how much stuff would you listen to if it sounded like shit? The audio, none, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch a fucking video if the fucking video was fucking poor quality or if it had shit audio. So, it took me a lot of time. Like, I thought I was just gonna fucking buy this shit and roll. Like, plug and play. Hell no. No, no, no. You got to become an audio engineer, basically.
You study it?
No, I master it. Yeah, I freaking studied and studied and studied the art of digital compression. And I mean, I've been like, ever since I was freaking a kid and the first fucking three band equalizer came out, I'm the guy that every song that comes on, I listen for that shit and I perfect it. I like layering vocals a lot, playing with it like that.
I like fucking other genres of vocals too, but like I'm pretty specialized though.
Right, like because I've got one, because you know who asks for them constantly, but I don't like to use it. I don't use it personally in my shit. I've got I love this mic, dude. It wasn't my most expensive mic, dude, but just how it sounds. The Shure SM58, I believe. Yeah, let me pick it up.
Oh, dude.
No, I'm sorry, the PGA 58.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, I've got Joe Rogan's one, so I believe that that's the what was it, the 57 MB or something like that.
Yeah. That's sick.
Big old condenser mic. Yeah. But it is. I've heard that a lot of people use it for recording audio. I just don't. I've got that. I've got the USB Blue Yeti. The giant one. Um, I've got the Blue Yeti. Um, I like to hang it upside down. It's got the flat edge, and the other side is round,
I heard of that too.
blue and silver. And what other mic do I have? I've also got an isolation chamber, so I can on the road make anything sound like you're recording your vocals from a soundproof booth. There can be a windstorm going on. You spit into this, and it sounds like you're in a soundproof booth. Well, because I travel a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see, which mic is this? This is one of my favorite mics for fucking singing. It sounds so damn good.
What's the
Oh yeah, it's an Audio Techniques AT4040. I love this mic. It's a condenser dynamic vocal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's dynamic or condenser.
It's for diaphragm then?
Hmm.
So they have big diaphragm.
Yeah, big diaphragm up in the. So like it's I'd say it's not cylindrical, but it's near that shape. And I'd say it's 2.5 inches across, so it goes up about a quarter inch and then plateaus for about an inch and a half and then goes back down.
Uh-huh.
And from the base of the mic, you go up 2 inches, and the starting circle of the diaphragm runs up to about a quarter inch from the lip.
Is there a
Ribbon mic?
yeah,
You mean for like the drums and stuff?
yeah.
No, sir. I just like hook up the. I've got it all completely soundproofed out there in that building where my set is, and I basically only like record samples to loop.
Just plug in.
Yeah, I gotta record it and then loop it. I've got my digital set in here. I just haven't hooked it up, and I've got the Roland TS08 Beat Machine. I got Arturia Keylab 49 Mark II, and I've got the Arturia Mind Freak synthesizer.
Please tell me you got an MPC.
I don't have an MPC. An NPC. Like I thought you were talking about in the game. Uh,
Little fucking
um.
like a little booth.
Well. Oh, a little booth. I had a booth out there. I was gonna build a booth in here, but I bought that thing instead. Now the booth. Actually, I did have a booth. It was the closet, but now the snakes live there. But I think I'm gonna bring the snakes out to the outside where I was gonna build the studio to begin with. But the wife pissed off the neighbor, and guess what? Then I couldn't get high speed internet out there. Because in this tiny little town, he was really good friends with the manager.
Wait, you don't have internet?
Mm-mm. We're in a town of 5,000 people. And that old fuck knows the person that fucking the only cable company. I suppose I could have got Starlink, but it was cool. I moved it up to my loft anyway. Better for me. Looks better. But the only thing that sucks about that is like when the family's sleeping downstairs. Right now, I can't jam here. Now I can go to my studio that's in my building outside. Same property, and I can fucking jam, and they wouldn't know a thing. But the balcony, the loft is cool, dude. It overlooks the pool and the hot tub and the freaking. But I gotta get out of here.
What, me?
Oh fuck yeah, dude, I have not taken care of this size property again. And then like when shit starts going wrong, bro, there's fucking four AC units. Dude, I got Tony Montana's goddamn bathrooms. Fucking got 20-foot vaulted ceilings and a fucking steamer shower with a fucking hot tub that I swear, I shit you not, could fit six people in the fucking bathtub. And I got a fucking movie projector in there with it. It's ridiculous. It was cool in theory, and it was cool for a fucking couple of years, but I gotta get the fuck out of here. I don't need all this shit, dude. I didn't need the Hellcat that almost got me killed. Fucking, I didn't need that fucking super bike. Although, I mean, I rode bikes my whole life. That was just a fucking freak accident, but I'll never get on it again. I'm keeping my Enduro, my little 250. Yeah, I'm keeping my little 250 Enduro. I sold her Gixxer, and I'm selling that 890. So I'm done with those type of bikes, but I'm keeping my Enduro and my four wheelers, and I'm not gonna sell my son's dirt bike or his four wheeler. Four stroke. It's the YT 250, Yamaha YT 250 or XT 250. Sorry. Yeah, I think XT 250. I wish it was two stroke. I love that fucking sound and the smell of the exhaust, but they're really hard to find. Oh yeah, freaking in their four wheeler, it couldn't be beat. The Banshee. Like I had a Raptor. My son's got a Raptor, which is the new generation. But back in the day, they had a Banshee, which was a two stroke. But you're talking about, yeah, the little YZ that was freaking two stroke. Hmm. Oh, what, a Raptor truck? Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah. Holy shit, y'all were going that fast on four wheelers? Oh, Jesus Christ, I would not go that fast on that thing. Yeah, dude, I we've got a side by side too, the HD10, and it goes like 60, 65 miles an hour, and I fucking hate it. Not with me on that fucker. Oh, do you? So 65 miles per hour kilometers, what, like 1.3 miles per hour? I want to say so. Yeah, it's like 1.4. So, actually, here, let me look at the math. You're in Canada? What are you talking about? Nice. Like, which area? Like the Montreal area? Okay. I've got a few friends that are up there in Canada for gonna. We met a couple when we were on a cruise last year for my birthday. Canada. Um, I can't remember what area, but they said I got the drink package. The fuck was I coming over here to get? Rolling. Oh yeah, yeah, to check the conversion, right? 55 is 80 kilometers. So you know that for a fact. Okay, so what's the difference between 55 to 80 is 30. So no, 25. Damn, that's fucking still weird. That's like 1.377. I'm gonna still have to use a calculator. Square root of 4,761. Why that random number? Okay, I'm going to. Give me a second. Like, don't be a spoiled sport, mate. You just go ahead and fucking square root that thing, and then just fucking do it. It's alright. Like, fuck. She looks like one of the rap kind of girlfriends. Like, it's so big. Becky, fuck you. It's not like I slept with the whole football team, Marilyn, but you sure did. Hey, that was not a dare, and they said they really cared about me. They said it will heal. Time heals all wounds. It is not gonna look like that forever now. But it looks like a roast beef sandwich. I don't care. And it's all inflamed, like it keeps on getting pounded. People are too sensitive nowadays. Come on, guys.
Hey, look,
It's my life.
there's the ghost.
Leave him alone, to the boy.
Okay, let him cook.
Chicken broth. Sorry and shit.
Hey, Fred, are you good?
The trick. Yeah, trial and error, exactly. If you don't try it, how do you know you don't like it? Well, there are certain things that you know, I can live vicariously and get the gist of it. Why the fuck is my I had to replug my fucking one mouse in because I lost my dongle to the other one, and now I'm looking at my icons, bro, on my fucking main computer, and they're like goddamn fucking ginormous. Like, what the fuck happened? Is my
You got a new one?
yeah, I must have. And this is my studio computer. I got a fucking new. This couldn't fucking been with one of the laptops or some shit. And if I fucking restart it, it should go back to the same, right? Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. I can just go in the settings. What, I just had to change the font size, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be quicker. I'm getting it pulled up. If I could find one of my 8 million motherfucking chargers, I could just go ahead and. There we go. I'll just charge this motherfucker. Some people. Okay, I'm gonna have the calculator.
Hey, Superman.
Not good. Not good. And you got a lot of fucking people fucking that.
they'll fuck it up because fucking they're wanting to install it on their windshields and shit, and they'll fuck it up and then they'll fucking blame it on you and give you a bad review. So like until I can really step up when we sell this house, I'm gonna step her up to that uh the t-shirt printer that like literally puts whatever you want on it and just presses it, bam, instead of like the vinyl shit. But I mean, she likes doing it. Any like anything you want, like design wise or anything. You know, I've got Photoshop, I've got Premiere Pro. She's got her own programs that she runs. As long as it's not copyright, like she sells it on Temu and Etsy, or not Temu. She sells it on Etsy and TikToks and shit. She got in trouble for fucking selling Jeep shit. But like, she sells a lot. You know, what sells a fucking whole lot. Salt Life stickers. Yep, Salt Life. I don't fucking know, bro. But fucking see it on a lot of fucking cars down here. I got a little boy pissing on a Ford logo, and it says Raptor Reaper. I got a 2025 Ram Rebel lifted on 37s with a stage 1 kit. It'll eat a Raptor. 0 to 60 in sub 5 seconds. And it's a beast. 2025 Ram Rebel with that straight 6 turbo. And I had it stage 1 so I can run the ethanol. Stage 1 on there from National Speed. They put 2 oversized K&N air filters, JB4, and a little bit of tuning, and that was about it. That's all that they got to do to stage 1 that, and you can run an ethanol blend. It depends. Now, when they stage 1 my Hellcat that I had, don't ever buy a Hellcat unless you fucking honestly can go to a racetrack with it. Like, it, nothing but trouble, bro. But anyhow, trust me, nothing but trouble. Anyhow, fucking stage 1 on that, yeah, they did. They had to unlock the computer completely, reflash it, redo it, recalibrate everything. They boarded over. They there was a whole bunch. Changed out the pulleys to the green belt. There's and I had a freaking full Corsa exhaust system put on it from head to back, carbon fiber. I'd have to get the paperwork. I'm not a car guy. I just drive them. But I do have the paperwork. But it came out cranking 1,025 horsepower. And of course, that's brake horsepower. And it was 890 something to the wheel. Fucking sick, bro. Then nothing on the road could touch me. Especially me, because I know how to drive that motherfucker. I was a driver my whole life. That's what I did. But I don't regret having owned it for a while. I don't want it again. I want to just get me. I really want freaking like a '93 RX-7, bro. Cherry red, just like looking just like out of fucking Fast and Furious. Like the little mini Viper looking motherfuckers with that fucking little road. What is that? The JB4 motors? Yeah, rotary. Yeah, I want one of those so bad. Either that or like a, just like a nice Mustang convertible. Dude, if the people at fucking the Ford dealership weren't pricks when I was coming into the money, there would have been freaking nothing but fucking Fords. They wouldn't let me test drive the fucking Raptor. Yeah, they wanted me to test drive a base model. I'm like, dude, I said my wife is only interested in the fucking Bronco Raptor edition. I said, so I don't test drive the Raptor. I just go over to the Jeep dealership and I buy that Rubicon X she wants. I said, it's that simple. I said, and instead of me getting a Lightning, I said, I get a Rebel. I said, and instead of that fucking Mustang, that turns into a Hellcat. Oh, now a Hennessy Raptor I cannot take because the Hennessy edition fucking is eating anything on the road. Hennessy editions are nothing right. But I was 0 to 103.1 seconds. Cost me a set of tires. Pulled the eighth mile in 6.2. Quarter mile I don't know because I never had a clean enough stretch to really take it on it. Top speed I hit in it was 191 on I-95 here in Florence, South Carolina. And after that was when I decided to sell it. Because, dude, like, yeah, man, I was either gonna get myself killed or get or arrested for fucking. My worst fear was killing somebody else, you know. Why the fuck can I not fucking pull up the calculator on my goddamn laptop? Yeah, yeah. I didn't pull it up fucking that bullshit. I was that. Oh, scarred. All right, the square root of 4,761.
We can both go to work then.
Zero. I must have. Oh no, that's freaking 2 over squared x. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I know, I fucked up, man. Been out of school for a lot longer than you.
I always liked math.
I like math and science.
Yes.
World history is kind of cool too. You, yeah, you really don't use very much. A little bit of geometry. I mean, you kind of use algebra for like freaking, but not as in the math sense. You use it for like reasonable deductive skills, like go through little algorithms in your head, kind of. I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to give it something. No, it sucks. It's worthless. Statistics. I like statistics. Fourth, why am I not seeing it on this damn calculator? I got the percent sign CEC 1 over x, x squared. Oh, square root x squared. Never mind, it's early, guys. Square root of Yeah, I think so. I should have put it like I put it on YouTube tonight for some reason. I get a lot more people watching when I'm on Twitch. I used to get more on like I get I used to get a lot when I was going on consistently, but if you don't go on consistently, bro, like fucking they fall off. If you go on hiatus, bro, like you keep a core. Like I kept like I haven't streamed in over a year until the other day, and I still got like 130 followers or something on Twitch, a few hundred on. I can't get that goddamn thing to work. I don't know. I'm doing it now, dude. Now I'm fucking locked in. I have to. OCD, bro. I'm just gonna find a real calculator. No, no freaking. It's just the calculator on that goddamn computer is fucking weird looking. Stupid, simple buttons. Where's there it is. Why did I buy a $90 calculator that I'll never know how to use? Graphing a fucking calculus calculator. Oh, actually, never mind. I will learn how to use it because I will be using it when I'm doing my charting section on the fucking. Alright, 4,761 squared. Now I'm putting it to the second power again. God damn, what the fuck is the square button on the goddamn calculator?
It says it's like a check mark.
Oh, okay, it just looks like the Winn-Dixie check.
Yeah, like a like
Ah, got it. Why am I going with the fucking X's then?
oh, because the X's.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was doing, squaring it, so timesing it by itself, right? Alright, if I can figure out how to clear this piece of shit now.
Here you go. Shit.
What are y'all playing now?
Bump and grind.
What's bump and grind?
Oh, Simulator.
Alright.
Not one of
Just
those
the tip, just for kicks, just to try, just to see if we like it. hmm Well, as long as you squeeze my nipples when I'm finishing, it helps. I heard JVD Vance said that. Or no, Hassan Piker said that. Yeah, he's got to get his nipples squeezed before he
Son.
can. Hassan.
Okay.
There's some crazy motherfuckers, dude, out there. Fucking crazy. What about this fucking this muscle bound guy that's fucking going insane right now? Fuck, what's his name? Anti-Semitic motherfucker. If I've ever like, I'm not with the everybody in the world is anti-Semitic, but Jesus Christ, this guy sure as fuck is.
What is he?
He said he wants to go over there, that he would be glad to go over there and kill every single Israel fucking person and everybody on that fucking desert tomorrow. He would love to go do that. He would love to. Like, dude, that's sick. You're a sick fuck. and he's trying to run for fucking office. Dan Brazilian, that's his name. Yep. No, and yeah, he's trying to freaking run for office, and he made a statement the other day, that atrocity of a statement, dude, saying that he would like to just exterminate all of them, the entire race of them. He thinks is fucking like, come on, man. The fuck? The world may never know. You can tell me the answer, dog, because I am never gonna get it out of this fucking.
It's 6-9.
Oh yeah, you already told me 6'9". It wasn't 6'7".
It's a millimeter.
Right. I know that one. 8008005. Rubber boobs and liquor.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, like I'm still backing up. This thing like did a super equation with me just pressing buttons on it or something.
Shit.
Oh shit, it's got a USB. Well, no, I'm down with science, and I know science. I know genetics. I know where all my freaking morphs, freaking where they're the recessive genes, codoms, doms, allelics, the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. I'm down with that kind of shit. Humidity, temperatures, ovulation cycles. I'm down with science. Dude, Lilith's badass. She is a uh, soul sucker banana. Yeah, bro. She's freaking like a gorgeous light lavender color with like a bright lavender stripe going down the middle of her back. And her head's like kind of translucent looking. She's got faint signs of yellow. Now she'll get some spots as she gets older. And then I've got my favorite of my rainbow boas. I've got a blue eye leucistic and a regular. But the blue eye leucistic is gorgeous, dude. And that's actually what I'm making right now with the male and female pythons that I'm breeding. 50% of them will be blue eye leucistics because it's going to be a super Mojave hidden Woma, which is in the blue eye leucistic family and has a 50% chance that I will get half of them, which is a kind of cool snake, but it's nothing really special. It's just albino, right?
Yep.
Well, the blue eye leucistics are snow white instead of having that yellow pigmentation, and they have blue eyes instead of red eyes. The banana lesser python, she has almost no color to her at all. The pattern's like completely faded, and she's got like a kind of pewter blush across her back. Then I've got a leopard clown, red stripe, het desert ghost, het hypo. And I just ordered him a girlfriend that'll be here next week. Let's see, I've got the black pastel, I've got the pastel Anthantic vanilla, I've got the pastel that is double het for hypo and clown. Oh, I've got the blackhead carnage fire. He's a badass little motherfucker.
It's so easy.
then I've got one that looks regular. I mean, like he looks like a $50 boa, but he's worth a lot of money because he's het for Sunset, Ultra Metal, and Puzzle, which are three of the hottest selling jeans right now. And little does my wife know, I just dropped money and I got his little girlfriend counterpart so that immediately they will show visuals. So, like, if you have het, you have to have two copies of that gene. So you have to have both the male and the female having it. And then you get a 25% chance. Like, it just depending on how many genes that one that you're breeding has in it, sets the difference for the percentages of what your odds are of getting, something out of that clutch. So, but when you breed them, two of them together, two allelics together, you're guaranteed to get visual. Like banana is an allelic. Yeah, I can hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you.
Somebody had lagged out for a second. Or it sounded like somebody lagged out for a second.
Oh, it's me.
What time is it in y'all's neck of the woods? It is. Oh shit.
3:23.
What time is it here in my fucking crib? Mm,
What is it?
East Coast, New York time. Yeah, probably about 6 or 7. Sun's getting ready to come out. Canada. I've met a lot of Canadians talking shit on this game when I played it at night.
My brother's moving to Canada.
I'm not allowed to go there.
I'm not allowed to go there.
How come? Oh, okay. So if you're a convicted felon, they won't let you into the United States either. Oh, that
Really?
sucks. I know Canada's a stickler about that. They won't let you got a felony. It doesn't matter when it was, because my shit happened when I was 18. I'm 45. They don't give a fuck. Not allowed to go. Or at least that's what I've heard. I've never tried to get a passport.
Oh, is it? I went recently.
Right, and get past the mountains. They're not all observant.
Oh, it's not just parks where you can like.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like state parks that adjoin?
yeah, and then fucking roads and
Damn. So you've liked entertaining some of the conspiracy theory shit going on. What do you think about those 12 fucking scientists all working on some type of advanced propulsion disappearing just before all these UFO revelations?
I fucking heard it.
Dude, 12 of them, bro, and every one of them made a video saying that they're not suicidal, they're not going to try to kill themselves, they're not. And then boom, disappear. Mm hmm.
Nothing else.
Yep. Yep. Nothing. Yeah, 12 of them. The last one was some chick. And I watched the video of her pleading and saying, "Somebody help, because I'm not. They're gonna disappear me," and they disappeared her. Can't fight big gov. FBI investigated me over a TikTok. Yeah. Okay. So you remember when all that shit was going on in Chicago, where with the ice and the raids and stuff, and the people were popping off saying, "Dog, we got switches. We's gonna take in it." Well, I had to get my little hot take on it. And sure enough, they got me investigated by the FBI. Probably because I mentioned guns because they were talking about that they got so many. So, I mentioned, how much, I know that they like math very much because it's racist. So, let me break down the numbers for them. 13% of the population, which is only really 7% of the population, is not going to have more guns than if you've ever gone to a redneck rural town like the one that I live in. During hunting season, I will see 30 to 40 freaking rednecks pass by my house, which is out in the middle of nowhere with guns. There's too many. Yeah. Plus, it's stupid anyway. Why? What happened to fist fighting? Good old fisticuffs. I think Eminem said it. Whatever happened to taking a good old fashioned passionate ass whipping, getting his shoes, coat, and his hat taken? New kids on the block sucked a lot of dick. Boy, girl groups make me sick. Fabric. I'ma
Huh?
love it.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that
Vanilla
who's
Ice
fighting?
don't like me, and then I went and dyed his hair to spite me.
Not the good
Oh my goodness, no, yeah,
While he's playing?
I tried to help him with the
Yeah, my
casino
boy
heist,
Savage
and
does that,
that
dude.
was nuts.
My boy Savage gets intense, like if not winning. I don't care. It's not like I'm having to pump quarters into the game, so I don't give a shit. Now, back in the day when I had to pump quarters into the games, I might care. Did you ever see that, Aaron? You ever see a video game machine that took quarters? Oh, okay, yeah. It was going out. Mm-hmm. Yep, it was out of there.
I thought it was fucking with. No, no. Oh shit.
Yeah, I heard of those places. I never went to one, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's some shit.
And I believe they were called internet cafes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Good old dial up.
Dial up, yeah.
Takes freaking. I want to see a bitch's titties. It's taking fucking 8 hours. It's pixelating in. I can't wait that long. I just wait up for late night Skinamax and I take care of it that way.
On what?
No, Skinamax and Showtime. Cinemax and Showtime back in the day, after 10 o'clock on Fridays, it'd just be nothing but softcore porn. hmm So I seen if I could go blind. I still got 2020. But boy, did I try. Fuck, I've got entirely too much shit.
I say that every time I move.
Yeah, but this time I really overdid it. Like, I've always been a collector. My wife, like, always, you know, teased with me, calling me a hoarder because I was a garbage man. So, like, rich people throw away some good shit, dude. Like, brand new shit. So I already had a bunch of stuff. And then, as you can imagine, trying to fill a hole with buying stuff with money, and you have enough money to buy pretty much anything you ever dreamed of. I bought one or two of everything I ever fucking read. And guess what? Didn't help shit. Mm. Let me run my thing by you and see if I'm evil for. I am doing a story on exposing the scams that are ran off of X and Threads and shit. These fake masseuses and prostitutes and just scam bitches and the solicitation of the predatory solicitation of the OnlyFans girls. Well, dude, I found that all of my profiles say I'm a happily married man. It's got photos of me and my family. It, when I first got on these sites, I kept on getting spammed over and over again with these freaking chicks trying to talk and trying to talk and trying to talk. Well, they run like an algorithm or a freaking like call center checklist of things to say, and then they say, "Join me on my OnlyFans." And I think that that's predatory in nature, that they seek people out, and even when you tell them you're happily married, they won't leave you alone. If they backed off at that point, dude, I'd have no problem with it. Or if they actually had facilities, these so-called masseuses. Yeah, there's no massage parlor. You're you're not getting a massage. They're gonna scam you out of your freaking money or fucking straight rob you. I've got one where I've got an interview with a freaking property manager. It was an adult learning center. It's down in freaking Myrtle's Inlet.
Okay.
That she is scamming people out of money, lying, possibly robbing them, and using that place as her address for the business. And I interviewed the property manager.
Oh, that's nice.
No, no, no. And I saved every I've screenshot every single conversation with every one of these girls. I've never said anything provocative to any of them or anything like that. And they get really mad. I had to threaten to get an attorney freaking on the one because I wouldn't join their OnlyFans. Dude, once they proposition you freaking and you deny them and you say you're not going to the OnlyFans, they get mad and vindictive. But I'm like, did you not remember I told you I don't cheat on my wife the entire time? Like, I give them baiting questions and shit. I've been doing it for months. I've got a lot of stuff compiled. They don't care how many lives they ruin if it fits their agenda. Now, somebody that wants it, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Consenting. But like when a man tells you that he's married and tries to get away, like don't keep sending them naked pictures and stuff. It's not nice.
Um, I don't know.
Indy, you're a woman. What's your perspective on that? Is that okay or is that predatory, as I believe?
Yeah, I mean,
That after you ask them nicely and tell them that you're happily married, that and they continue to harass and send you naked pictures and links and
um,
when you never
yeah,
went to
no.
that
I mean,
site to begin with,
once
it
you
just came
specify you
after
don't
you.
want it, then
Yeah, like you didn't go to no sites or nothing. It just came after you.
right.
And you were polite. That's all that I ever am is polite. Well, I've got rules with my wife. I'm not allowed to. if I
Probably the wrong person to ask.
Well, no, I wanted my wife to know because you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want
I
her to
will.
think that I'm trying to holler at these bitches, but I'm curious.
I don't know. I, I
It's caused
don't.
some fights along the way. It's certainly caused a little turbulence along the way, but I'm ready to publish. Yeah, I'm gonna. No, the way of the world. It'll be on all the social medias: YouTube, Kick, Rumble. I'll probably start up a Patreon one by then. I'm gonna have a couple. I gotta start another channel for my reptile breeding company. But I've got to get to work on it. I've got shit. I don't like editing and shit.
Huh?
No, not right now, but I could easily get there. All I'd have to do is start putting out some of the shit that I have. Like, I've literally got documented for the past 10 years. I've got 20 something thousand photos. I've got 15,000 videos. And some of them are golden. Some of it's trash, but most of the photos are all golden. Like, I've only posted 700 on Google Maps, and I'm a ranked what do they call them? Restaurant reviewer. I'm like in the top 3%, and I've got like 410,000 views on my 700 photos. You don't get paid for that, but I can use that as advertising for my photography. Well, yeah. Well, exactly. Like, well, these places will pay me for my photography based upon my numbers on my Google. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they see that my reviews and the stuff that I put on there gets really good numbers, like I put one on last week and it got 10,000 views in 2 days. Like, that's marketable. Marketing is what? The third largest growing, or the third largest thing in the GDP in the United States. No matter what you have, you got to market it. Even if you're an OnlyFans, you got to market that tits and ass, don't you? If nobody knows that it's there, how can you sell it? Beat them with the can can. Nice. Beat that ass. But yeah, I got synthesizers too. I got the little Roland E4. I've also got the gaming, the Bridgecast station, and you can do a little bit of sound messing with that. But I like to just layer it and make it sound nice.
Oh, no shit. Synthesizer.
Yeah, I've got my little Arturia Mind Freak for that. Well, my Keylab 49 could do it too, but it's not as cool as the Micro Freak. Which as was cool, the Micro Freak will also plug into this the E4, which is the voice modulator, and you can bend and pitch all the different, however you want to make it sound. Yeah, I thought you might like that because I found that was freaking fascinating when I could do that. I was like, shit, all I gotta do is just link it, and I can freaking literally bend my G into fucking Super G or whatever the fuck I want to call it. It is actually. It turns it essentially into a pitch shifter. Dude, you know your
You
audio,
want
man.
to
I wish
see
you
if it's
fucking lived down
alive?
here, bro. Maybe we need to collab. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've always been the freaking video guy. I like to be behind the mic. I mean, behind the camera. But I've wrote lyrics and poetry my whole life, and dude. I listen to this shit that's fucking out today, and it's like, man, I could wipe my ass with that and fucking write a better song while I was wiping my ass. So I think I'm gonna start hitting it. It's gonna be controversial. I'm gonna get some hate because, hey, I get called cracker, you get called sorry. So sorry.
Jasper, do you want to do a casino heist with Bacardi?
Whatever you want.
I'm not even like watching what's going on.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so I got that one to that one. And I need to finish this to this.
Because he's got one more setup to power drive. Yeah, ready.
Oh yeah, and if I fail with my production company, like I said, I got a tractor and a backhoe, and I've drove trucks my entire life, so that's the backup plan. Clear land. I I cleared a lot of land for Florida prison. I am very experienced in it. No, well, I've got no overhead with nothing really because I bought everything that I've listed off, including my house, I own in cash. I don't owe a single person a dime. Yeah. Oh yeah. It just like the snakes as well. I'm having fun with them. I like them, but yeah, I want an ROI. I need an ROI for sure. Yeah, well, now that I've opened, people are actually already calling and starting to book.
How you doing, man?
All right, come on.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all go so I can actually get back to work. Yeah, freaking follow me. Keep posted with me. Let me know your name. I'll follow back, brother. Freaking maybe we can collab on something. Yeah, hell yeah. My Discord. You got Discord? Sick Rick 43. Yeah. Not slick. Sick. Eh, yeah. SICK. Yeah. Well, if you find the alias under the Margate Police Department, they actually wrote it down as slick. So that is an AKA. Technically speaking, cocksuckers. All right, I appreciate it, brother. It was good talk. It was nice to meet you, ma'am.
Same
Yeah, this
here.
stuff is a lot.
Mario. He's Mario. Where the fuck did oh, double into this one. Fucking, I need the other adapter. God damn it. That's the other thing with fucking audio. You always gotta fucking have an adapter. Fucking same goddamn video. Except video is fucking worse. You need encoded adapters. Alright, y'all. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, peace.
Peace.
Pizza Mario.
We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We just some niggas on the mic, and then we rock up on the mic, and we rockin' the mic live. For all my dogs keeping y'all in hell, just to see if my unwilling self is still it's true. For the LGBT edition and we can create, cause that's our mission. Stay close to what we say, because that's the shit that we love.